Hello and welcome back to Pro Evolution Soccer, the Aston Villa Master League, and it's Real Sociedad in the Champions League knockout stages. It's been going pretty well. We're up to 4th position in the Premier League, which is all very nice and good. If we go and have a look at the Premier League, the standings, and there we are, 52 points, so 5 points off Liverpool, however 11 points off title leading Man City, who are just ridiculously good. We've been having some decent results in amongst all of that, as you would imagine, as the Champions League anthem blares out in the background, so hopefully I don't get copyright strike for that. As we beat Chelsea 3-1, a ridiculously good game where they didn't play Olivier Giroud, so he didn't score against us. We beat Arsenal 2-0, Spurs 2-0, and obviously we lost to Man United in the last episode 3-2. But we're getting to grips with the tactics. The one thing I will say, Pro Evo's a lot easier to play when I'm not commentating. That is what I will say. That my brain appears to be able to think a lot quicker when I don't have to commentate on it as well and think about what I'm saying. So that's why, if it seems like the results are improved off camera, that's why. So let's get Aguero up front. Coutinho is ridiculously good at free kicks, which is wonderful to have. We're actually going to start with... How did I do this last time? I think I started Dybala. I took Havertz off for Talisca, if I remember, and got that up to 95. Can it go any higher? I don't think it can. I think 95 is the highest we can get, but I do want Havertz on the bench. And we'll put, what's his name? Gundogan on the bench as well. We could start Jonathan Tah over Tuanzebe, but I think that's going to affect our chemistry a bit too much. Chemistry plays such an important deal. Oh, we want Bale on the bench as well. We take Collins off there. We'll go with that for now. I think that's what we'll line up with. We'll quickly go into, not the stadium. Yes, I did want the stadium because I wanted to do the weather. So we're going to go, let's play in the rain. We haven't really played. Actually, let's go winter random. That's a bit better, isn't it? I think those kits look fine. I'm tempted to put us in our 3rd kit just because I really like how it looks. Yeah, we'll go for our 3rd kit. And let's get the game underway. Coutinho has been a great signing for us. I think he's got 2 or 3 goals, I think, since he's been here, which is incredible. But if you're enjoying the series, please do leave a like. I am considering stopping doing Pro Evo after this season. Well, the Master League will stop after this season. I did have a Become a Legend series lined up, but the interest in Pro Evo seems to have dropped off a bit on the channel, and I'm happy to play it off camera and just play it when I've got some free time. But really, it's up to you guys. If you want to keep seeing bits of Pro Evo, then you have to leave a like, leave a comment, and if I get lots of interaction, then we'll keep it going. But here we go for the Champions League against Real Sociedad, and the teams come out. Real Sociedad in their classic blue and white stripes, Aston Villa playing in their 3rd kit. Now, Pro Evo had another live update, and for some reason again it's changed the advertisement boards and they haven't come over for the Champions League. So see, we have all the adverts going around the outside for the Champions League, but the moving ad boards, as you can see in the background, are just the traditional Pro Evolution Soccer ones. So unfortunately they're not in the game at the moment anymore, but we do have all the graphics and everything, as you can see, and the game gets underway. A very quiet stadium here in Spain. So, oh, Grealish nearly getting involved. Jack Grealish is actually becoming a lot more influential in this team, as Trent Alexander-Arnold for Real Sociedad at right back runs the ball out of play, and there isn't too much they can do with that. Tierney has the throw in, and it goes back to Tuanzebe. Long crossfield ball on for him towards the new signing of Philippe Coutinho. Coutinho comes forward, lays it in to Aguero. Obviously their main goal threat for Aston Villa, Sergio Aguero. Not really been in the goals too much, playing a bit more of a link man in this new sort of formation that Cultured Left Foot is changing. But Tierney looks to play it in. Oh, Dybala couldn't quite get in behind. And now Willian Jose up to Emmanuel Adebayor. Youngster signed off a free transfer from Togo. Out to Adnan Januzaj. Januzaj lays it back to Hernandez and gets the return. Number 11 here for Real Sociedad on the left-hand side. Lovely flick round the corner. Ball in. Looking for Willian Jose, who has beaten Jan Sommer in the air. And it's 1-0 Real Sociedad. It's been given as an own goal to Jan Sommer. And that is unlucky, I'd say. I mean, he really should have cleared the ball anyway. But Januzaj here on the left wing. Lovely flick round the corner. Ball in. And Sommer's come a-flapping. And that is 1-0 to Real Sociedad. And Aston Villa now have to get on the front foot and really try and make this make this away leg count. Obviously, away goals count pretty much double in this stage of the Champions League. It puts you in a good position if you can grab an away goal, as Dybala has a bit of space on the left-hand side. And cultured left foot has changed. He used to play like inside forwards on each wing, allowing the players to cut inside and get a shot off, whereas now favouring the correct footed player, you could argue, on the right and left wing. As the ball goes in, it's far too close to the goalkeeper, although Llorente gets it away. Dybala tries a back heel into Tierney, gets round his man. Can he dink it towards the back post? He does, and Philippe Coutinho beats Thiago Hernandez in the air, and it's 1-0, an instant reply from the new signing, saying before the game how much he has improved Aston Villa and how well he's been playing. And Dybala here tried a little back heel, just got a bit of luck to get it into Tierney, stood it up towards the back post, and Coutinho with good movement to get in front of the defender and head Aston Villa onto an away goal and get the equaliser. Tierney doing well to get that across, and Coutinho just cushioning the header. Hernandez obviously not realising he was there, and Coutinho gets the goal wonderfully well for Aston Villa. 1-1. And Igor Zubeldi gets it from kickoff. Diego Llorente up to Lucasen. Zubeldi for Sociedad, and now their home fans aren't going to be happy with how easy it was for Aston Villa to get back into that game. Retos gets skinned really well by Adebayor, but Tuanzebe clears that little mess up. Sommer, who was at fault for Aston Villa's goal, fires that ball down the line to Tierney. Dybala picks it up. He's waiting for Tierney to go again, and he nearly got on the end of his own little playthrough. Grealish keeps it alive. Ceballos plays it looking for Talisca. Hernandez reads that one, who will be at fault for the Real Sociedad goal. Up it goes. Adebayor. Willian Jose looks to turn, gets away from his man. Trent Alexander-Arnold finds himself in some space. Out to Willian Jose, into Adebayor, out to Alexander-Arnold again. Overlap from Oyarzabal, and Tierney gets there first and just puts it into Rosed. Safety first from the Scotsman. Arnold throws it in to Lucasen, who goes back to Arnold with a wonderful ball over the top. Arnold jinks around the tackle of Tierney, but Tuanzebe is a bit harder to get past. Puts it up the line to Dybala, controls it well. Grealish flicks it on, looking for Gaston Vide on the far side. Gaston Vide sees the run of Talisca, who's pulled out wide. Talisca looks to cut back onto his favoured left foot, plays it in to the full-back Gaston Vide, up to Ceballos. Big switch of play on to Dybala, and he's found him, and he's put it into Grealish. Lovely step over, and there's the finish. And Jack Grealish shows his improvement and his worth to Aston Villa. Lovely bit of skill to get that goal. Layback here, Ceballos, lovely outside the ball foot into Dybala. Dybala see Grealish in space, lovely step over to deceive the defender, and then just tucks it past the goalkeeper, and that is 2-1 Aston Villa. 2 away goals for the Villains. Dybala in, and it's just this little step over here, like fainted to put it across his body, and Jack Grealish sticks it in the back of the net, and it is 2-1 Aston Villa. And again, Real Sociedad, who took the lead, remember, have just let their lead slip, and they really have struggled in this game. As Adebayor comes forward, flicks it out to Januzaj, back to Adebayor, back into Januzaj. This is better from Real Sociedad. Januzaj looks to shoot, probably should have squared it, and Jan Sommer picks that one out of the air with the minimal trouble. Talisca plays it in field to Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish looks to turn, get away, lays it off up to Dybala. Dybala back to Tierney. Now Tierney just looking on his left foot to spray this out to Coutinho. What a ball that is. Gives it to the on-rushing Gaston Vide. Gaston Vide looks at this in Talisca's tool, that gets nearly above Hernandez. I think that's a goal kick, or is the referee given a corner? Which he has. It looked like the last touch was off Tuanzebe, but Coutinho will swing this one in, looking for Dybala in the middle. The keeper comes and flaps, and that was not good goalkeeping at all. Ceballos keeps it alive, lays it in. Tuanzebe fancies a shot from the edge of the box, gets a curl on it. Was taken out after the shot though by Trent Alexander-Arnold, but the referee said the shot was the advantage, so nothing given. Now Alexander-Arnold looking to take advantage of Tuanzebe being out of position, but Sociedad have just been, they've actually been pretty poor since going 1-0 ahead. They really haven't been able to create too much to threaten Aston Villa, as Tierney is sensible, keeps hold of the ball. Ceballos looks out wide to Coutinho, and again just getting so much space, flicks it into Talisca, who looks to try and win it in the air, and it's actually won again. Grealish tries to get the turn off. The referee may have been asked a question there of the Aston Villa players, because it looked like it could have been a foul from behind on Jack Grealish, but nothing given. Sociedad go long. Tuanzebe wins it in the air, but it only falls to Arezabal. Out to Hernandez. That hits Talisca in the chest. Ceballos keeps it alive. Talisca into Grealish. Grealish up to Aguero. Goes back to Grealish. Again, tries to dink it over the top. What a ball that is. Into Talisca's path. That looked like handball. But the referee plays advantage and Rulli pounces on it. He then goes long, looking for Januzaj. Flicked around the corner really well to Adebayor. Januzaj back to Adebayor. Goes out to the side to Arezabal, but he's misjudged the flight of the ball. And that will give a chance for Aston Villa to get the defensive numbers back. But Alexander-Arnold looks to get into some space. Great ball into the middle. Retsos wins the header. Tierney's there to win the second knockdown. And Aston Villa will bring this away. Although that's a poor pass from Talisca. And it immediately puts Aston Villa on the back foot again. William Jose with a shot. And Jan Sommer was positioned very well indeed. As throws for a long throw out to Gastonville. And it's a pretty relentless game this. End-to-end stuff. Talisca into Coutinho, into Aguero, who's just battled off the ball, not shown very good strength up front there. Tuanzebe commits himself, and that allows Jose the chance to get in behind, but Tierney covers very, very well indeed. And here comes Dybala. Dybala just looking to hold up play, maybe try and commit a few defenders. Tierney again, that crossfield ball is on. Sociedad just not marking well at all here. As Coutinho comes forward, looks to play it in. It's a good block on the cross. Llorente, but it's come back to Gastonville. That's a good block as well. But Llorente can't stop it going behind for a corner. Coutinho is over the corner ball. Looks to fire this one in a little bit low and hard. Tuanzebe's made a great run. The keeper came flapping again. Coutinho dinks this one in towards Talisca at the back post. It's headed down. Aguero! Oh my word! What a rubbish connection from Aguero. Or was it a block? Keeper is all over the place. Rulli in goal for Sociedad today. Coutinho dinked it in towards the back post. Talisca, I think there might have actually been a good block and a good save there. It's not. Aguero just puts it past the post, which is very much unlike him from that sort of range. Rulli goes long. William Jose v Tuanzebe. Tuanzebe was held off it, and William Jose was trying to spin in behind. Retsos comes across. Adebayor beats, I think it was Gastonville to the ball, and just like that, it's 2-2, and that's a very strange camera angle as Adebayor runs off celebrating in the colours of Real Sociedad. It's a wonderful ball over the top, and it looked like Gastonville was going to get there. Adebayor uses his strength. Sommer couldn't save that one. 2-2, 4 goals in the first half. You're definitely getting your money's worth if you're a neutral in this stadium today. There's Gastonville into Coutinho. Talisca looks infield to Ceballos. Ceballos, again, that outside the ball boot into Dybala. Dybala comes forward. Aguero's giving him a run in the middle, but Llorente is going to gobble those balls up all day. Tierney lays it back into Ceballos' path. Ceballos tries to just dink it in towards Talisca. It's a good header away. Gastonville. Gastonville lays it in to Coutinho. First time to Talisca. Back to Gastonville. Good possession football on the edge of the Sociedad box, but that pass to Dybala was pretty poor. It's all Sociedad have got though is a long hoof clearance, and that is really not working for them. Gastonville keeps it alive. Ceballos just flicks it onto Tierney. Tierney just meandering forward into Dybala. Aston Villa slowing this down a little bit here as Dybala looks to turn, lays it back to Grealish. Grealish lays it off. Ceballos left-footed strike goes past the post, and it takes us to half-time. What an entertaining game this has been. Jan Sommer with a terrible start, conceding an own goal in the 6th minute, and then Aston Villa turned it around to go in at half-time 2-2 after Adebayor got the equaliser. No changes at half-time for either team, and the second half gets underway. More of the same the neutral will be asking for, as 4 goals in the first half was very entertaining. Retsos puts in a good tackle to take the ball off Januzaj. Flick round the corner from Talisca. Gastonville tries to put it into Aguero's path, and he just isn't getting into this game, the Argentine up front, as it's played long. Tuanzebe with a good towering header above his man there. Dybala lays it into Talisca. Talisca into the path of Jack Grealish. This is good football from Villa. Just didn't have the pace to get onto that ball. Adebayor, who has been very effective in this game, looks for a through ball, looks for a 1-2, and he's got in behind again. Adebayor, Sommer comes out, and Adebayor fires Sociedad into a 3-2 lead. And this was not in the script for the Villa fans in this game. 2 goals for Adebayor, 3 in total for Real Sociedad. Lovely little bit of interchange passing here. Adebayor into his strike partner, gets it back. Sommer came out and couldn't save that shot into the top corner. 3-2 to Real Sociedad, who seem to have very much repaired their reputation in their team since the day of David Moyes taking over their management. And Theo picks up a yellow card for Sociedad, which will be interesting because Coutinho has been causing lots of trouble on that right hand side for the team. So we'll have to see if Coutinho will keep running at him and try and get him a second yellow card and get the numerical advantage for Aston Villa as it goes into Dybala to Tierney. Tierney into Grealish. Grealish looks to put it into Aguero. Flicks that round the corner really nicely. Dybala, oh, he actually went for a low cross and fired it into the side netting. So distance dribbled the most. Dybala, 77 metres in 50 minutes of football is impressive stats for dribbling as Willian Jose knocks that down to Ayarzábal, who maybe appears to have come a bit more central for the second half, which will change Real Sociedad's shape as they come forward. But that's linked over the top looking for Coutinho, who is, as you would expect, beaten in the air. Gastenveld lays it into Ceballos, up to Talisca. Just lays that back sensibly to Gastenveld, who spots that crossfield ball on again. And Sociedad have not been good at defending their flanks. Dybala puts it in. Talisca's under it. Got ahead. Oh, in off the post. Great header from Talisca. 3-3. Aston Villa scoring 3 away goals. Talisca celebrates. And it's just that the fullbacks of Sociedad have been so poor defensively today. Dybala dinks out. Talisca had the height. Keeper came rushing out. Really misjudged it. And it's 3-3, and if you're a Villain fan, you are delighted with this sort of attacking performance in this. Defensively, it could be better, but attacking-wise, Aston Villa have been cooking on gas. As Trent Alexander-Arnold looks over the top, and Ayarzábal brings that down really well with a good first touch into Trent Alexander-Arnold. Goes over the top looking for Willian Jose. Jose keeps it in play. Good turn. Can't get away from Retsos, who tackles him, and it's a Real Sociedad throw-in. Taken quickly to Ayarzábal. He's going to try and dink this in, looking for Adebayor. Gastenveld does make a good attempt on the header this time. Sommer is very dangerous play this as Jack Grealish looks to put his foot through it and clear it a bit. Then Coutinho into Talisca. Coutinho's gone yet again, and he's coming forward. There's a few lack of options. He looks to cut back. Has he been fouled there? The referee says no, and Adebayor looks to bring it away, but he runs into his own man, and it's an Aston Villa throw-in. Coutinho brings the throw-in down, but tackled well by Januzaj. Adebayor into Willian Jose, and there is an overload on the far side, and Tierney's got to get his rockets on to get back to track. Trent Alexander-Arnold, who cuts in field into Adebayor, looking for a hat-trick. That's a flying challenge from Retsos, who got sent off, sorry, in his last game in the Premier League, and he picks up a booking today. And he does love a tackle. Retsos flying into that challenge on Adebayor. Was he close to getting the ball? No, that is a horrendous tackle from Retsos. And it's Trent Alexander-Arnold lining up over the free kick. He does get it over the wall! And that is in. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 4-3. The ex-Liverpool fullback has made it 4-3 to Sociedad. What a game this is. Him and Adebayor celebrate together. And, well, an absolute goal fest in the Champions League, this one. Sommer nowhere near it. Lovely free kick from Alexander-Arnold. 7 goals, and it seems like there's still more to go with half an hour to play. Aguero picks it up into Coutinho. Coutinho comes forward. There's just no one in the box for him. He swings across in anyway. Alexander-Arnold gets a touch on it. And Dybala is happy to let that one go out for a throw-in. Takes it quickly into Grealish. And Grealish is beaten to it by Arnold. And it's another throw-in, which this time there will be a little bit more time taken over. Tierney throws it in to Grealish. Lays it back to Talisca. Talisca uses Grealish. Lays it into Tierney. Tierney fires it in. Coutinho was in there in a bit of space. Grealish will bring this down. Looking for options. Spreads it out wide looking for Gastenveld. Invites him forward. Talisca's in there again. He's got the height at the back post again. That's cleared. Grealish can't keep it alive. Flicks it back. Ceballos has a first time shot and that fires past the post. First substitution of the game. Jack Grealish comes off to replace by Kai Havertz. Grealish having a big impact in the game. Just looking a little bit tired as Tuanzebe battles against Willian Jose out there. Ceballos fouls his man, but the ref plays advantage. Here's the deciding goal scorer at the moment, Alexander-Arnold. That's a poor pass that Tierney could read very easily. And Retsos up to Gastenveld. In it goes to Ceballos. Ceballos up to Talisca. Round the corner to Aguero. Aguero has the run of the fresh legs of Havertz, who flicks it on once more to Dybala. Dybala comes forward. He's going to have a go. Dybala shoots. It's going to fall to Talisca. Oh, he didn't put it in. He had an open goal. And Talisca couldn't sort his feet out in time. And that is Aston Villa going to rue that chance. That could have been 4-4 with 4 away goals, which is just a ridiculous amount of goals to score away from home in a Champions League knockout game. Arnold comes forward. He is fouled by Tierney and does win the foul. So Tierney gets a talking to from the referee. No booking, just asked to go back to step away from the ball. It was a bit of a late challenge on Trent Alexander-Arnold. He just got the ball away from him, kicked his ankle. The referee, I think, doing the right option there. No booking. And second sub for Aston Villa, Gareth Bale on to replace Philippe Coutinho. So 2 interesting substitutions from Cultured Left Foot as he takes off 2 players who have both been quite instrumental in this game for Aston Villa, as Gareth Bale doesn't have the pace to get away from Hernandez. That's laid back towards Januzaj. Ceballos picks it up, reaches it into Aguero, who actually goes wide into Bale. Bale tries to turn away, didn't quite pull off the trick. And Ustendio nearly gets himself into a bit of trouble. Alexander-Arnold is the outlet ball. He goes over the top again, looking for Willian Jose, but Tuanzebe's there and he's really messed up that clearance. Throw-in it to be taken by Arnold. Puts it in. Havertz easily intercepts that one. A really poor throw-in from Trent Alexander-Arnold as Gaston V launches it forward. Bale stayed up, tries to flick it on towards Aguero. Aguero's then got a run up on Talisca as he overhit the pass though. Talisca looking weary and tired, does get there, lays it back to Gareth Bale, swings that in towards Havertz, who gets beaten in the air by a good defensive header. And I think Aston Villa will be looking at their 3rd and final sub. What a ball that is. Tuanzebe's got to get the afterburners on, and does, to make up that the space back to Willian Jose. Tuanzebe there showing a wonderful pace to get back at the striker for Real Sociedad. He must have thought he was in for a goal scoring opportunity. Aguero looks to flick it in to Havertz. Alexander-Arnold beats him to the ball, and you've got to say Trent Alexander-Arnold has always been the out ball for Sociedad on the right hand side, and defensively has been absolutely superb for the Spanish team as Adebayor holds on to the ball into Januzaj. Adnan Januzaj, ex-Man United, lays it out to Hernandez. With a bit of space to run forward into. Januzaj again against Gaston Vide. And it's a good tackle from Gaston Vide. It goes out for a throw-in. And Hernandez will take the throw. Goes long towards Adebayor, but Tuanzebe reads it. Talisca will look inside to Havertz. Anna's picked him off. Havertz comes forward. He's waiting for options. He's waiting. He holds on to the ball. Feeds it into Bale. Gareth Bale puts it into Aguero and really dives on it just at the right time. Maybe Gareth Bale lacking a bit of confidence and could have got his own shot off there. Dybala into Aguero. This time it's into Gareth Bale. Oh, he's hit the post. Gareth Bale has hit the post. Dybala tries to keep the move alive. Dybala flicks it in field, but Trent Alexander is there again. And this is so end-to-end this game. But who's going to get the breakthrough here? Tierney's got to quickly twist and turn on his body. Alexander-Arnold keeps it in play. Looks to get in behind Tierney, showing great pace to get back at the young Englishman there. Oh, it's such a frantic game. And Gareth Bale so unlucky hitting the post. Great through ball from Aguero. And that ball is picked up by Tuanzebe into Ceballos. Ceballos comes forward with it. A bit of time and space to get into. Tried to flick it over to Aguero, who slipped anyway as the pass was made, so he wouldn't have gotten the end of it. But now there's a bit of space in behind us. Tuanzebe hasn't tracked his man. Tierney uses the offside trap well. 3rd and final sub. Trent Alexander-Arnold comes off for Real Sociedad, which is an interesting sub. Hernandez replaced by Ibanez, so 2 new fullbacks for the Spanish team. And Ceballos comes off to be replaced by Ilkay Gundogan, who's been lacking a bit of first team football recently, and he'll be looking to impress his boss, Culture Left Foot. Aguero looks to get in behind. Can't turn and use his feet quick enough. Jose lays that back to Arzabal. Keeps it alive up to Gaston Vide. There's a big switch of play on the left hand side, but Januzaj looks to just bring in the new fullback Yabanez into the game, who first instinct is to mess up, and Talisca comes forward with it. Just makes the man commit. Havertz tried to flick that into Aguero again. Maybe could have had his own shot. Tuanzebe lays that back to Retsos, who heads it on to Tierney. And Aston Villa have lacked a bit of defensive shape here. Havertz flicks it on one more into Gundogan, the sub who's just come on. Gundogan takes a touch, gets a shot off straight at Rulli. Easy save. And that could be the last important attack of the game. Rulli goes out to the right hand side to Rodriguez, out to Rezabal. Tierney just drops off, trying to get Sociedad to play that long ball forward. That is the full-time whistle. It's 4-3 And Aston Villa go into the second leg with 3 away goals, but 1 goal behind overall in the tie. You can see Aston Villa really dominating the game. Real Sociedad scoring with every single shot they had on target. Or the OG as well from Jan Sommer. Passes, Aston Villa passed them off the face of the earth. Had more attempts on target, but just couldn't get the crucial breakthrough to get that equalising goal. A fantastic performance with Adebayor getting man of the match. And we'll be back for the second leg in the next episode, as this is getting pretty tense as we roll down this final bit of this Aston Villa save. And we'll be playing every Champions League game from now until the end of the series, until hopefully we list that trophy. But we're going to do it the hard way because we've got to go and beat Real Sociedad in the second leg. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I'm out. Cheers.